On April 27th, 2020, the Jags signed an undrafted free agent out of Illinois State named James Robinson. Fast forward just a few months, and the Jaguars release running back Leonard Fournette, leaving James Robinson to be the feature back for the Jacksonville Jaguars heading into the 2020 season. And seriously, who could predict what would happen next? In his rookie season, he absolutely balled out. He totaled almost 1,400 all-purpose yards and 10 total touchdowns, while finishing that season just 34 yards short of breaking the undrafted free agent rookie rushing record. And he missed 3 games during that season. Now skip out a little bit to the NFL draft in 2021. After that incredible season, the Jaguars go into the draft with 2 first-round picks. With the first one, they select Trevor Lawrence, and with the second one, they take a running back, his college teammate Travis Etienne. This had the fan base kind of scratching their head, not knowing what to really expect from James Robinson, for the rest of his time here in Jacksonville. Unfortunately for Travis, he suffered a Liz Frank injury in the first week of preseason, cutting his rookie season short before it even really began. James Robinson followed up that rookie season with an incredible sophomore season as well. For some reason, Urban had it out for James Robinson. Almost from the jump, you could tell. In the Texans game, look at the carries. He really didn't get as many touches as he did this season before. For some reason, he refused to give him the full workload and incorporated Carlos Hyde into the offense for God knows what reason. With all that being said, he still had a great season. Didn't put up the amount of yards he did the season before, but from an efficiency standpoint, he was much better. Unfortunately, the injury bug struck again, and he tore his Achilles in the Week 16 matchup with the Jets, cutting his season short after just 15 games. Now here we are in 2022. Both running backs are healthy, but what exactly does that mean for the offense? Now, we had expected Travis Etienne to be ready for this season, but hearing that James Robinson would be good to go for Week 1, if you would have told me that, 8 months ago, there's no way I'd believe you. But here we are. We were told that he's healthy and just completely ready to go for Week 1. Now, with both backs healthy, what is the workload going to look like? And when Doug Peterson came out before the Commanders' Week 1 matchup, and told us that he was healthy and ready to go, there were really 2 ways to look at it. Would they ease him back into the offense and let Etienne take over as the lead back? Or would they just kind of throw James Robinson right back into the role that he had previously and kind of let them both balance it out? For me personally, I'm not going to lie, I expected a 70-30 split. I thought Etienne would take the bulk of the snaps, and then James Robinson would come in for short yardage situations and goal line work and kind of be the bruiser that he is, but have, 30% of the snaps compared to Travis Etienne's 70. But I was completely wrong. It ended up almost being exactly split. James Robinson logged in 34 snaps compared to Travis Etienne's 36, which both came out to about roughly 51% of the team's total snaps. James Robinson ran 17 routes while Travis Etienne ran 24. J-Rob had 11 carries to Travis Etienne's 4, and J-Rob had 2 targets, and Travis Etienne had 4. Nearly an even snap percentage, which I completely didn't expect, especially with both guys getting work in the red zone. I figured one guy would take over that role, but they gave both guys equal opportunities in both areas. And as far as the game went, the run game was really, really good. Both guys played exceptionally well. James Robinson had 11 carries for 66 yards, which is 6 yards per carry, and is really, really good from an efficiency standpoint, as well as a rushing touchdown, with 1 reception, 3 yards, and also a receiving touchdown. Travis Etienne had 4 carries for 48 yards, which is 11.8 yards per carry, which I don't even really need to tell you that that's ridiculous from an efficiency standpoint, along with 2 catches and 18 yards. Going forward, I really don't expect too much to change. Doug Peterson is a guy who loves to establish the run game and use multiple backs while doing so. Look at his time back in Philadelphia. This is no surprise. I believe we see a similar thing that we saw on Sunday, carried on throughout the season, just kind of riding the hot hand. So sorry for all you fantasy owners. I'm really expecting a full-on split committee. During the press conference after the Sunday matchup against the Commanders, they asked Trevor Lawrence kind of what it looked like, to have James and Travis in the backfield both together at the same time. He responded with, "I think this past game was a really cool look at what the combination could be, and just the different skill sets. But also, both of those guys can really do whatever you need them to." And this really says a lot. It just kind of shows the confidence that he has in both guys. They both have very different skill sets, but yeah, like he said, they're both able to do almost anything you need them to do. James Robinson really is no slouch in the receiving game. And Travis Etienne, you may look at him and kind of see a third down back. He's 215 pounds. He can still run through you and still get work at the goal line. So he's not wrong at all. Both of these guys can do almost anything you need them to, which makes them such a versatile and dynamic backfield that I am so beyond excited to watch, for hopefully seasons to come. Not to mention this confidence that Trevor Lawrence has in these guys dates back. Travis Etienne, his college teammate, really, really good friends. And then James Robinson, a guy that he publicly went to bat for, with Urban Meyer really kind of holding him back. Doug Peterson also had a really interesting quote from that press conference as well. One of the reporters asked kind of what it looked like to have them both in the backfield and kind of the importance of, establishing the run game. And he responded with, "You throw to score in this league and you run to win." And with both of these guys' skill sets and what we were able to see them do on Sunday is just their first game together, I think this backfield will bring a lot of excitement this season, as well as bringing in some wins. There doesn't always have to be a bell cow running back. Just because you're, RB1 in the depth chart does not mean you have to get 30 carries to your backup's 5. Doug Peterson just needs to find a way to incorporate both guys and kind of use their skill sets to the best of their ability. And I think that'll be pretty easy to do because of the versatility that both of these running backs possess. So no, I don't think we'll see an RB1 throughout the season. I think it's going to be a very split committee while also riding out the hot hand. If James Robinson rips off, 50 yards in the first quarter, you might see him end up with more total touches than Travis Etienne, and vice versa. But I think, honestly, that will lead to a more successful offense. Just running guys into the ground, I don't think is the way you handle it. I think getting the most out of these guys and splitting touches equally will really benefit the offense. Appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like button and also leave in the comments what you guys think. And also, I just want to say thank you for 50 subscribers. That's a really cool milestone to hit. Really appreciate you guys. And if you haven't hit that sub button already, go drop a subscription. It's free. You can unsubscribe at any point in time. I'm going to be dropping content all throughout the season. Don't want to miss that. Again, appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Go Jags.